For nearly a century, the hedge fund industry maintained its dominance through a moat of high entry costs. Global markets were controlled by those with the capital to maintain massive physical infrastructure. To compete, you needed a skyscraper in New York, a multi-million-dollar payroll, and a literal army of human analysts to manually process the flow of information. In this era, market data was slow and expensive. Analysis required proprietary terminals to parse raw spot prices, turning research into a manual, high-friction process. This reliance on human speed and emotion was a standard cost of doing business. But in a landscape where milliseconds determine profit, that human element has become a central point of failure. Agentic AI replaces the human researcher with swarms of autonomous systems that talk to each other to execute complex tasks. These agents do not just respond to prompts, they collaborate to solve problems. This technology has given rise to the Solo Quant, a single developer who can build an entire financial institution from a bedroom using only a laptop and open-source frameworks. By deploying these agents, one person can replicate the data gathering capacity and execution speed of a legacy firm that employs hundreds of people. This is a leverage glitch in the global economy. It is a specific point where computational power bypasses institutional wealth, allowing a retail laptop to match the research output of a New York skyscraper. Multi-billion-dollar funds are already integrating this architecture. They use agents to securely scan decades of internal research memos, turning static archives into searchable intelligence in seconds. Their institutional quant agents are currently surfacing dozens of high-quality arbitrage signals every week, automating the repetitive work of finding market edges. However, the underlying technology is available to everyone. A solo developer can build this exact pipeline for $0, replacing the need for a human analyst's salary. The synthetic funds architecture is straightforward. APIs continuously pull live market data and news sentiment directly into a central processing hub. This drops the cost of market intelligence to zero. The central node then formats the data, sending it down 5 parallel pathways. Those pathways lead to a committee of large language models. Each is programmed with the specific philosophy of a legendary investor, creating a synthetic boardroom that debates the data. One agent is programmed as Warren Buffett. Its algorithmic task is to analyze long-term intrinsic value and calculate a strict margin of safety. A second agent acts as Charlie Munger, applying multidisciplinary mental models to challenge the group's assumptions and search for reasons to avoid the investment. The Stephen Cohen agent stares with an eye for opportunistic timing, searching for an information edge and a rapid execution window. Finally, a Ray Dalio agent runs a systematic macro check, ensuring the trade aligns with broader risk parity approaches. Forcing these distinct, digitized minds to debate real-time data creates a synthesized perspective. It removes the ego and fatigue that plague human investment committees. After the legendary agents finish their debate, their conflicting analyses are passed to a final risk management agent. The risk management agent enforces strict portfolio rules. It synthesizes the debate to output a definitive trade decision, including the exact position sizing and stop-loss metrics needed. This finalized execution order is then delivered automatically to the Solo Quants phone via Telegram, providing an actionable briefing in minutes. A research cycle that traditionally takes days and requires multiple departments has been compressed into a single, automated workflow. The reality for legacy institutions is that their multi-million-dollar human infrastructure is now being virtualized. Their competitive advantage has been compressed into a downloadable JSON file. Running a swarm of agents does require significant data processing. Analyzing full financial reports through an LLM burns through API tokens, which are the credits used to access these models. However, even a high data run costs only a few cents in OpenAI credits, a microscopic fraction of the salary required to hire a junior institutional analyst. This creates a form of asymmetric warfare. Open source communities are now building systems that can autonomously find market edges, eroding the historical dominance of the financial elite. In this new economy, wealth generation is shifting away from hiring employees or climbing corporate ladders. Advantage will belong to those who can manage and deploy specialized digital agents to do the work that previously required hundreds of people. As these swarms become the primary engine of market analysis, the choice is simple. You can learn to manage your own digital agents, or you will compete against those who do.